One of the cool things which I hope happens quickly is is the city to work perhaps with the Corps of Army Engineers to dredge the river. As people have been here for a long time know, the river has been filling up more and more with silt, which is a problem for boaters. If we do something with the Zurian's Marina, which again I hope the city does very, very quickly, the river would have to be dredged out to allow the maximum large size of watercraft, we're not talking freighters by any means, but pleasure boats, to be able to come up the river to take advantage of the marina facilities which we should be building at that site. And if the river keeps on silting up at the rate that it is, we could have problems getting any craft up the river, and therefore a dredging operation should be began. Now, what is really nice about doing the dredging operation is, yes, dredging operations can, cost money. But the beauty of the dredging operation is this. Not only will that money be spent locally, but the sediment dredged up could easily be used to help remediate some of the brownfields, which that way would be a savings to the remediation of the brownfields projects. Dredging is also a very critical operation to keep the river flowing and to stop more weeds from coming and other problems with even invasive species if we could get the river dredged when it needs to be dredged like it does now. And the sooner that this could take place, the better off it will be. Unfortunately, it does take a lot of money to do these sort of things, and of course we'd have to apply for grants and the other things to make it happen. But the sooner we could get the dredging operation going, the better off it could be. Now, I want to tell you something. There is a group in town, the River Council, and you can find them on Facebook. They also have a webpage. I would Google it, so I don't know the webpage offhand. They're holding a series of public meetings, which they've asked many, many people to go to. I've been to all the meetings that I've been aware of that they've had, and I have to say, I'm kind of disappointed that more people from the public community hasn't been there. The last time I was at the River Council meeting, which is this last month, there's about 45 people in attendance. I was sad at that because a good quarter of that number were different government officials who basically almost have to be there. That makes me sad because there's more people like you and I need to be there so we can give our input to what we want to see happen with the river. Because the river truly belongs to us all. It belongs to me, it belongs to you, it belongs to my grandchildren. It belongs to everybody in all walks of life, anywhere in the city of Racine, to include the county for that matter. And the more of us who can be there and contribute our thoughts and our desires and see what we want to see done with the river, the better off it will truly be for everyone. Because these people at the River Council aren't psychic. They can't do it on a Ouija board to figure out what it is that we want. We have to show up and show them what we want. We have to participate in the little studies that they do. We have to participate in the little conferences that they have. We have to tell them what we truly want to see done. Or else they will not know. And they have to rely on their best guess, for a lack of a better word. And I think we can do better than that, people are seeing. I think we can take the opportunity to show up to these things and give our input. Because the more input we have, the more interest that we take in the river, we take in the lake, the better off it will be for everyone. What did I think really cool as well, when we talk about revitalization river, is there's a pedestrian bridge across the river now. It's been lacked away, it can't be used. It'd be really nice to see that one fixed up. It'd be nice to walk across it. It'd be nice to have another one closer to downtown Main Street. Get this traffic back and forth flowing. I mean, when I look at the river, I see all kinds of cool things happening. I can even see, assuming the Zurian thing gets done, and I hope that it is, I can even actually see a situation occur that we can get the Segway people movers here in that location so people could do Segway tours of the downtown area, of the harbor facilities. I can see a maritime museum created at the Racine Harbor location as a way for people to come to be part of the history of the city of Racine. I mean, Racine, for years and years and years, was a harbor on the Great Lakes. It was one of the more important harbors of the Great Lakes and could really be that again. But we need to be acting now to make sure that our political leadership understands that we support their efforts to do these things. I mean, yes, the city can't do everything for everybody. Yes, we have problems as a city. Yes, we're turning off light bulbs, street lights to save money. At the same time, we need to be looking forward into the future and realizing what the Root River and Lake Michigan could mean. I cannot emphasize enough of the potential millions, if not tens of millions of dollars of income the city could get by creating a freshwater research facility. The amount of money that's needed to research freshwater in the world today is beyond imagination. Simply take a few minutes of your time, Google freshwater research or freshwater issues, and see the problems that have to be solved. In Racine, with a little bit of public dollar investment, could be the location of said freshwater research facility. I think something will be seen in the very near future, I hope, is with this $1.2+ million we already received in EPA grants, is to make sure the brownfields are cleaned up. The better those brownfields are cleaned up, the faster they're cleaned up. This will allow the city to do something to those properties, which of course add to the tax base that are seen, which the city so badly needs. We know that many companies are leaving Racine. Taxes aren't what they used to be. And if we can do something with these properties to help bring them back to where they could be, and put different projects on those buildings, would only help the tax base and allow the city to do more, because obviously the tax base would be better. It's all a process. This isn't going to be done tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, far from it. But I would be very, very shocked and very, very surprised if from the day, which is mid-April, to say the end of the summer, end of the fall, that we don't have announcements of another $1 million plus of grants coming into the city, which again will rely upon us, the citizens of the city of Racine, to figure out the best way that these grants should be used for the benefit of the citizenry, and how we can use these grants for the benefit of the Root River and for the lake to make Racine a better place for us to be. Now, as time comes with this show gets on, this is only the introductory one here, is I'll be bringing on different people to talk about their aspects, their thoughts on the lake. I hope to bring some experts on the history of the Great Lakes back in the 1800s. I think it's a fascinating period of time. I think I'll be talking to people from the Coast Guard about what the lake means to boating. I think there's a wide variety of expert people who would be more than happy to come on this show to talk to us all about what the lake truly can mean to all of us. I thank you very much for listening to this show. It means a lot to me that you've been here. You can find my contact information, my blog that I do, the Facebook group that I hold, the whole 9 yards here. And I appreciate you liking my Facebook group. I appreciate you reading my blog, paying attention to what I had to say, commenting. Send me your emails. My email information is here as well. And I look forward to doing more of these shows. I look forward to talking to you all. Thank you very much. Goodbye.